Fast food is a Western phenomenon taking off in Uganda and across the African continent. A huge surge in foreign investment is seeing fast food franchises, already well established in South Africa, expanding regionally. KFC is opening one new store every 3 days, quadrupling its presence between now and 2020 to over 2,000 stores. McDonald's is also accelerating expansion to keep pace with its competitor, and South African fast food chains are part of the action too. Burger and pizza chains Steers and Bonaires, as well as Nando's, are growing outside their home country. Last year the growth rate in sub-Saharan Africa was larger than that of East Asia. With populations growing and incomes rising quickly, the 300 million strong middle class are looking for accessible and aspirational food choices. Historically, foreign investment in Africa focused on commodities, but now experts are comparing the surge in private consumption to that of China 15 years ago. So for fast food companies with falling sales and restaurant closures in the West, a strong presence in developing markets such as Africa will determine their future. Uganda, one of 7 countries KFC will launch in this year, encourages fast food investment. The Ministry of Finance is subsidising franchises and has established a trademarks office to create a more secure business environment.
Here you can protect your products by way of, we are formulating laws which would look at your product as special, patent it or trademark it so that it is exclusive to your use. We have established a trademarks office. We do encourage people who produce or who engage in certain activities to really make sure that those activities are protected so that it is exclusive to them and them only.
The UN Food and Agriculture Organization says there are health consequences of this explosive fast food investment. This is already evident in South Africa, where a staggering 61% of the population are obese.
As we are getting a middle class coming up, then people are getting incomes, increased incomes, where even they can afford to go for fast foods. And now obesity, with the fast foods, obesity is increasing. Public hospitals are overburdened. First of all, they are not they are not given sufficient resources. So I don't think even this obesity, when it comes in, it will be a big problem.
An average fast food burger meal with chips costs 16,000 shillings, equivalent to £4. That's almost a week's wages for just one meal, for a population where the average yearly wage is £312. And yet many Ugandans are prepared to do this. For some it is still a rare treat, but local John Shindu says this is how they want to eat.
Sometimes I used to eat chicken on stick on the streets, but they're not clean. They are hygienically, they are not so good. Ugandans, they are getting civilized because the middle class would like to come here and eat other than wasting cooking at home. Because cooking at home, it takes time, it takes delaying, but here just come, pick your food, eat, go do your work.
Indeed, locals do not appear to have considered the health implications of their choices.
We haven't realized the nutrition in the fast food. What we are looking at it is so efficient and fast and effective.
Household spending in Africa is on track to expand by 63% to $1.4 trillion in 2020. And as home to the youngest population in the world, this is a huge consumer opportunity. Head of the Ugandan Investment Authority says Uganda is ready and willing to embrace fast food.
Before, largely the population was spending on local food. For about $50, you could have a plate of matoke with beans or a posho or something like that. Now we've got a fast-growing middle-income group, and people can spend a little bit more, and they want quality. And the younger generation have embraced the Western style. They want a pizza, they want a chicken, they want a burger, they want fast food. So there's a huge market, it's a growing market, and I think it is appropriate time that somebody starts addressing these areas. They are profitable areas.
But in the rural areas, it's a different story. And it serves as a reminder that despite a growing middle class with an appetite for fast food, the majority of the population continue to eat in the traditional way. Coca-Cola came to South Africa for the first time in 1940 and is an example of a product that was adopted early to slowly infiltrate rural markets. Today there are 2 bottling plants in Uganda within 50 kilometres of each other, producing over 1 million bottles each per day. But head of the Ugandan Investment Authority says that before KFC and McDonald's can franchise to achieve the same market saturation as Coke, issues still need to be addressed.
To franchise successfully, I think you've got to be able to duplicate something, scale it up without compromising the quality of the product. And that's been a challenge here in our market because the market was largely small, undercapitalized, and had some infrastructure challenges. Slowly some of these are being addressed, and so I think the market will slowly grow. I think franchising is a huge opportunity and a great way for entrepreneurship to grow because it's packaged, it's standardized. But then it's not that easy with the current mindset.
Transport is slow with only one highway servicing the whole country, and power outages occur daily. General Manager of fast food chain Stairs into Bonaires says that infrastructure problems are their biggest challenge.
If I want to use, say, 100 chicken, that's what I order. I don't buy in large, because when you buy in large, sometimes you have problems with our power here. Not stable, so you find a problem going on. So we don't buy in bulk, we don't stop in bulk, we just buy what we feel is enough.
Africa is the fastest urbanising region in the world, but still only 40% live in cities. This number is expected to rise, leading to greater consumer demand. But unless the economy, through job creation and education, can support this urban trend, the fruits of foreign investment will not reduce the social and economic imbalances that exist.